Thursday, Friday, so I had to switch it around. Hey, y'all. I'm checking my system. I am so excited. Y'all don't know how excited I am. Woo, child. Come on in here. Hey, Carmel. Hey. Y'all don't know how excited I am to see this girl get vindicated. Yes. Come on in here, y'all, so we can talk about this thing here. I got my notes. I'm all ready. Listen, I was out and about doing something with my son, and I got the information that Tamika gave her receipts on her YouTube channel. You know, she had said she had a YouTube channel, but I forgot to hey, nephew, I had forgot to go to it, right? I'll be busy. You know, I'm doing something new in my life, and I'm confused up sometime, right? And then, my son and my nephew here is all kind of, I ain't by myself. So when you by yourself, you can think and focus. But anyway, I had forgot that she said she had a YouTube channel, and I meant to go to it, but I forgot. Child, listen, we got to talk about this thing. First of all, before we even get started, if your sister or your family member stole something from you, what would you do? Would you prosecute, or would you be like, okay, that's all right? Or would you go over there and beat them up? What would you do? That's what I need to know. What would you do, right? And we got to talk about this thing. I'm so glad. And she had said a few days ago, whenever I saw her, she said, I got receipts. But, she didn't want to go against her mama, and, she didn't want to hurt her sister. That is her sister. And, when you, when it's your sister, you got feelings anyway, and you feel obligated and so on and so forth to protect them. But when you're the younger sister, you really are scared and nervous to do that kind of stuff when you're the younger one. You know what I'm saying? Because you always looked up to them for protection and so on and so forth. Neek, what's going on? Come on through, my peoples. Listen, y'all. Hey, Lily. Leave him alone. That's what I would do, too. Leave him alone. I don't know. See, at this age, I would leave him alone. Back in the day, I'd have went over there and kicked the door in. It'd have been all ugly. I'd be somewhere in jail. Y'all wouldn't even know me right now. Thank y'all. Let me tell y'all something. Thank y'all so much for supporting me. Because when I got back home, see, I was out at the mall with my son, right? When I got back home to tell y'all something else, I said, I put 6. No, I meant 7, because we had already said 7. Then I switched it to 9. Lisa Marie, you know my peoples, y'all, I just love y'all. I was like, ain't nobody gonna come. They think it was at 6. They think it's at 9. Let me tell you something. I am so glad that girl is getting her vindication. But I got a whole bunch of stuff to say. But they might not recover from this. And we might not need to recover. You know what I'm saying? I was talking to my therapist last week about some situations I'm in. And she asked me, what do you expect from it? I said, I don't really expect nothing from it. I just want to tell them how I feel. She said, tell them how you feel and leave it at that. We would have fought and then left. Exactly, Nick. That's what I'm saying. We going to have to throw some hands. 30,000? I don't give a damn if it was 300. We're going to have to throw some hands. We definitely going to have to throw some hands. But let me tell y'all, this is so deep. And I told y'all, this was deeper than what we know. I knew it, right? Because it's too much emotion. Mama knew it too. Now, Mama, you want to go to the church. But Mama gave her money to the church. I know she did. She looked like that kind. She gave her money to the pastor. She gave her part to the pastor and for the building fund. All right? Let me tell you something. Tasha went on her YouTube and dropped her receipts and told everything. And then she had Tiny Mama, Miss Diane, right? Yeah, she is. And that's so wrong as a mother. That's so wrong. Hey, Nola, what's going on, y'all? That is so wrong as a mother. First of all, I would never take from any of my kids, and I wouldn't help the other kid take from that. Like, who does that? You know what I'm saying? Two of my kids fell out about something like that. And then they fell out with me. I'm in here in my house. And they in two different states, and I'm in a whole other state, and they fell out with me. Right? And I have to keep it neutral, And I would never do that, though. I would never. Matter of fact, when they fell out, I said, don't even tell me the details. I don't even want to know it. Hey, Lisa Marie. I'm shocked. I was trying to get Tasha to... No, she didn't. Initially, but let me tell y'all something. Natasha has been going speaking to anybody that would listen on all sites, all radio stations, podcasts, bloggers, everywhere, talking against her sister. That's because dude sent her out on that mission. do sit around on that mission. Let me tell y'all something. First of all, they forged. Ooh, it's so much. I couldn't wait to get home. It's so much because they forged documents. Now, we all thought that Tasha didn't know and Rocky was doing all this. No. Tasha did the signing of the checks. Okay? She did the signing of the checks. You going down, the feds coming. They're going to come get y'all. Right? The Auntie's channel is called Dive Into It. Okay, I sure will know. Listen. She had a part to do that. They all had a part. Mama, let me tell you something. She signed the checks. Rocky told her to do it. She signed the checks, put them in Rocky's account, and Mama drove them to the bank. Okay? They all got to go to jail. They all got. I listen. It'll be in my book, y'all. I listen. 30,000 is your jail time. Okay? Let me tell you something. I don't know where to start. I got so many notes. So, yeah. So, Miss Diane, Tiny Mama, was the one in charge of their money. And it was some kind of source. I was listening to it, but I forgot what it was. I was in the car, right? It is embarrassing. However they get their pay for their royalties is called, I'm going to call it income source. I don't know what it's called, but it has a name, right? Tiny Mama set up the account. She set up the account for that. And she said at the time, Tamika was living in New York. Tasha and them was in Hampton, Georgia. I was in the car. I heard Hampton, Georgia. Because I was going to look and see where that was, right? Probably a suburb around Atlanta or something. But I ain't turned my fan on. Y'all know what? It was so cold today. My hands was cold. I swore the other day I wasn't going to turn my heat back on. I had to turn my heat on and warm up the house. Now it's got warmer and I'm hot in here. I should have turned my fan on, but I didn't. But anyway, Miss Diane was just a nice little country lady. She said handled the business. She said she loved the girls. And she did what she was supposed to do, right? Now, this is the part, y'all, that I think is weird. Now, they probably was going to try until the day when she dropped the receipts. And I think that's why she dropped the receipts today. Because they were trying to extort her. Who extorts their sister? Who? Let me tell you something. When I was younger, a man couldn't even talk against my sister. They still can't talk against my sister. But I definitely wouldn't. We're not doing that. She is sweet. Ain't she just as sweet as she can be? Yes, she's sweet as she can be. So, long time ago, Tamika do the sex tape. Now, we did all this and stuff. Now, I ain't never did a sex tape. We did all this and stuff. We don't want nobody to know. And who do you share your secrets with? Your sister. I know I share mine with my sister. Both of them, right? They share theirs with, well, they might not share theirs with me, but I share mine with them because I got a big mouth and my sisters, right? It's some stuff that I'm taking to the grave, right? She made the sex tape and gave it to her sister, her big sister. That's why I'm telling y'all it's a hierarchy that they have been following all their life, right? And Mama probably said, that's your big sister. You know, Mama probably solidified that, right? So they're not just sisters, it's the big sister and the little sister, right? I never really liked that term, big and little. But anyway, my sister used to say that about my brother, call him my little brother. But he's 35, he's 99 years old. I keep saying my little brother. But anyway, that's how I was set up per the mama, I'm saying, right? She give the sex tape to her sister. And the sister, when she go to get the tape, she says somebody, this is the part right here. Somebody broke in her safe in her house and got the tape. They ain't get nothing else. They just broke in the safe and got the sex tape, right? I don't understand why she gave it to her either. And maybe, you know what I'm thinking now? Just came to me that Tasha has probably always manipulated Tamika. She's probably, because I'm the oldest of my sisters, and I can think how I can manipulate them. You know what I'm saying? So she's probably been able to do that, right? Hey, Jacaria. Hey, we talking about the receipts, child. So she give it to the sister. Sister say, well, somebody broke in and bypassed the diamonds, the jewelry, the TVs, the money, the gold watches, the silverware, and broke in the safe. Didn't get no money, didn't get nothing, but they got your tape, right? Now, she said, I forgot what she said. Well, I want to say 2006. I don't remember. It was so much. Now, they tried to extort that girl. First of all, I don't want my husband. Do y'all think Rocky looked at the tape? Reason why he's saying Tamika sent him nude pictures. First of all, that's brother and sister-in-law. That's incest. That's weird. Right? I ain't never liked the man my sister had. That don't cross my mind to do that, right? Yeah. So now they sent her. Let me read it right. So the other day, see so much. The other day, Tasha went on. She been doing stuff, y'all. Not she went on Queens of Soul with Claudia Jordan now. You know them the girls right there. What's her name? Vivica Fox, Claudia Jordan, Selena. Them is grown women. They grown women, right? And said she would give her sister the 30,000 back. She ain't steal it, but she would just give her 30,000. Like you just need the 30,000. I'll give it to you, right? Now, I've got to go dig up that interview and look at it. I've been heard about it from various sources, but I got to go see it because I want to know what their response was. Because they grown like me, and I know they said something, right? Anyway, that's what I want to know. Do you think he looked at that tape? Do you think he looked at that tape? And do you think Tasha knew he looked at it? Like, you know what I'm saying? That is so weird. Like, if my dude was like, I want to look... Let's look. Like, first of all, who want to see their sister naked or their buddy, anybody in their family that ain't their man? Who want to see that? Even though I like what Tamika said, she said, I look good in it. That's why she kept it. She would look at it from time to time. She told on herself. You know what I'm saying? You can't tell on me and I told on myself. Who just gives up 30 so that lied on? Exactly. He probably took some screenshots to act like she said that. Because he been doing a lot of grimy stuff. Because listen what she said. Back in 2006, see, they've been plotting on this girl forever. Back in 2006, he called Sprint, act like he was her husband, the other husband she had, and got her information, a password, I guess, or whatever you get, to get in her phone, I guess, to see her pictures and personal business. Now, what kind of sneaky motherfucker is that? Right? And who is Tasha? What kind of woman is she to allow that? What kind of woman is she to allow that? Like, why are you digging around in my sister's stuff? We wanted to give Tasha the benefit of the doubt, like she didn't know. She knows. She just as evil and devious as him. It's crazy. She just as devious as him, y'all. Sounds like a stalker, like he got. Well, hey, I was just watching Tasha K live. Right, a few minutes ago, because I was going through my thing to tell y'all 7 o'clock, and it said Tasha K live, and she was talking about the receipts. Child, she said she been getting anonymous stuff. She done got some anonymous something from another woman. She said she got a part 2 to Unique. She ain't gonna say when she gonna drop it, but she said she got another woman. What's the word? Anonymously, not anonymous. She got anonymous something, and then another woman sent her something saying that she been dating him a year and so on and so forth. Yeah, she's weak. Well, see, listen, she's evil. See, this is what I don't understand. You really think the gospel, Motown gospel, gonna want to fool with you after all this fallout? Listen, they forged documents, they forged emails, they forged signatures, they got her passport. Listen, y'all, let me tell y'all something. All of that is beyond, that's above state level. That's federal stuff, right? I caught a fan case years ago. This is federal stuff, okay? And if they keep talking about it, if I was Tasha right now, I'd be on the phone with my sister right now. Because you keep talking about it, people going to come knock on your door. You're going to come knock on your door. I'd ask my husband, what happened to my sister Tate? You got to have it. Yeah, well, I think she know. This is what I think. They've been together 27, 28 years. Just think about that, right? She know all's going on, good and bad. She knows it. He couldn't be effectively, since 2006, 2005, way back, he couldn't effectively been doing that and she don't know. Maybe she didn't know at first. Maybe he didn't sit down at the table with her and say, hey, this is what we about to do. But she know that man. She know that man. She know that man. You can't tell me she don't know. And the fact that you signed him, listen, I'm not going to steal from her. I ain't steal from nobody that I know. Now, I've been a thief. I ain't steal from no person. I steal from corporations or something. But I ain't stealing nothing from nobody I don't know. Right? Hey, Joseph. Welcome. We talking about them receipts, child. Now, I ain't stealing from nobody. Now, today, you can drop a boatload of money right in front of me. I ain't touching it. I'm going to say, hey, come get your money. Come get this, right? I ain't touching it, right? I ain't touching it. But she knows. She knows. Now, this is what I want to know. What is they talking about in the house right now? Because Tasha did this. Tamika dropped these receipts this afternoon. What y'all think they talking about right now? Because he has been doing all kind of grabby stuff. Like Tasha K said she got some anonymous something, but she said she know it came from Rocky because it used the same wordage that he used in the phone call, such as feds. Everything about the feds. Like, he could keep calling them people, they're going to be knocking at their door. Keep playing with them people. Quit playing with their name like that, right? The fact that you wanted to blackmail your sister with a sex tape, if that ain't the most snakiest, grimiest, anything you do to a family member like that, that's grimy and snaky. And you want to be a gospel artist? You get better off being a country star, rocker, heavy metal. That's what you need to be, heavy metal. Rocky is plotting his revenge. I got a feeling he's going to drop screenshots. Well, Tamika already told it, so we all know it now. We waiting on it. Ain't nobody trying to probably really look at. Some dudes probably trying to look at it, but we already know you can't embarrass her with it. I stole a Snickers bar out of my grandma's candy bowl before I never stole. You stole the Snicker bar. He talking in circles around her. Yeah, he is. Yeah, he is. Listen, I told y'all, when I listened to the call, he sounds stupid. I'm trying to figure out how was he in the music industry talking as stupid as that? And he was around R. Kelly. Listen, remember now, he was around R. Kelly. Somebody said he's working for free. I don't know what he was doing, if he was getting paid or not. But he was around R. Kelly, and he said when it got hot, he got up out the kitchen. Who's to say he ain't some kind of weirdo freako? Who's to say that? Who's to say? Because see, now, listen, Pandora's box is open now. It's been open. And it keep opening wider and wider. All we was waiting on is Tamika's receipts. She didn't drop the receipts now. All kind of people and stuff going to come out the woodwork. Watch what I say. I told you, Tasha K said another girl that contacted her about he been messing with her for a year and paid her rent or something. Deposit for her apartment. She live in Indiana. I don't know if it's true or not. But I know all kinds of folks is going to come up and say stuff. I do know that. That's what happens when Pandora's box get open, right? That's just what happens. And now I want to know what Mama got to say. Because Tamika told them that day, I got receipts. She told them at the house. That's what Mama said, turn off the cameras, right? And they got the audacity to wonder. That's what I'm saying. A gospel album, Motown, you might do good with somebody don't really know something. Billy Bob, gospel down and record label down in Mississippi. Now, this is what I want to know. Did she get any money? Because when you sign with a label, don't you get some money initially? Don't you? I don't know, because I ain't in the music industry. But don't you get some money initially, though? And if so, how much? And do they want their money back? Let's say they say, you too much, sis. I'm gonna need you to go pray, go to prayer meeting. There's some things you got to do before you come back over here, right? Do she have to get that money back? Yeah, she is. Because see, I wouldn't. How you gonna? This is what I'm saying. How you gonna sing gospel and did all this to your sister and it's out in the open? And you ain't. They so busy trying to burn Tamika that Tasha ain't paying no attention to this man playing all in her face and have been for years and years and years and years, right? The mama is the fifth member. You know she on the phone with Tasha, trash talking. Yeah, and that's sad. I really hope. See, as a mama, listen, I told you I got 2 kids. You got to. I don't want to hear that, and y'all got to work that out. I ain't taking no sides. Yeah, she need to be in Bible study right now. Today is Wednesday, but today is prayer meeting day. Right now, she need to be somewhere in prayer meeting. Mama is go to the church and give her money pastor. She need to be taking Tasha and Rocky right on over there to the church so they can put some oil on them and sit down with the Bibles and pray over them and so they can come out of here and get that right. Because she didn't drop the receipts, baby. She didn't drop the receipts. And the fact that you want to extort your sister, that's a crime. I hope they know that. That's a crime. You wanted to blackmail her, right? You wanted to blackmail her. Let me see something. And if I was Tasha, I'd be giving her 30,000. I'd be sending it in through Zelle right now. Let me get this 30,000 over here to you, sis. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. But I got in my notes. She ain't gonna never leave Rocky. Do y'all think she's gonna ever leave Rocky? Do you think this is a big enough explosion for her to leave Rocky? Do you think that? Do you think that she know what to do without Rocky? I don't think she know what to do without Rocky. She need to repent. Yeah, she do. But how do you, in good conscience, like I don't try to hurt nobody. And now I've gotten to the point where even if you do something to me, I'm gonna think about it, but I'm not gonna do nothing back. I'm gonna let God handle that. She deep down to deep. You think she too deep? Rocky need to be at somebody's doctor's office without a ghost. Child, ain't that the truth? Ain't that the truth? And somebody said that he get money from women and stuff. Like, is an internet pimp? What is he doing, right? Listen. And Tasha is a pretty girl, pretty chocolate girl, right? She loves the way she look good. She look good, right? She dressed nice. Like, you got to sit down. How do you lay down at night? How do you, right now, what is she thinking of? Like, oh shit, she done dropped them receipts, right? I'm telling you, I would be on the phone right now. Matter of fact, you put mama in it, tell mama to get mama to do it. You know what I'm saying? Get mama to do it. Because I want to know what mama got to say that now that she done dropped the receipts. What mama's saying now? What is mama saying now? She's lying. You try to say she's lying and all that and all. Like, I can't believe her mother said that. She used to be chocolate. I just wonder what Motown Gospel. That's what I want to know, Joseph. Because they got PR to everybody. Everybody know it. Everybody know it. This is the hot topic all over social media right now. I ain't even went to Twitter because y'all know what? I told y'all my phones got stolen, and now I can't get in my Twitter. I done forgot my password, and I ain't took the time to get it. I'm gonna have to do that tonight because I know Black Twitter. I got to get into my Twitter. I remember my password. My handle, I just don't remember the password. And I usually use the same password, but it wouldn't let me in. But I got to get on Twitter. Because Twitter, I know Twitter, everybody's talking about it. They talking about it all on the YouTube, all on the IG, everywhere they talking about it, right? Listen, probably TikTok. I ain't been on TikTok today. But I'm happy for Tamika. Now, this is another question I got. Now, y'all seen Tamika's husband. He a big man. Y'all seen that big old tall big man. I think he do security. I ain't sure. Tamika's husband, and you see Rocky. Do you ever think since them sisters is beefing and he telling them lies? Because let me tell y'all what Rocky said. Let's talk. Rocky said, Tamika sent him some news. He said Ty got caught with a tranny and was sucking a tranny's thing, and that Tiny is in trouble. Now, these people got husbands. T.I. don't play by his family, right? He ain't said nothing. He don't play by his family. But then y'all saying this about Tide and Candy. See, what the problem is. They want to beat Tide and Candy. That's the empire. They moguls, right? Tasha thought she was better and thought she was gonna make it, and then Candy was silently over here on the side building an empire, right? He's a bodyguard. That's what I thought. He a big man, and so now 20 years later, 25 years later. You still mad at Candy for who she is, right? And Candy done got her husband and they getting money together. That's who you and Rocky want to be. But Rocky, did y'all see when she signed that contract, he was almost jumping out of his chair? He can't no businessman. Yeah, I can't see him in no music industry meetings. He want to embarrass Todd and Candy with that rumor. Yeah, but nobody believes that. We've been watching Todd for how many years on Real Housewives of Atlanta? Ain't nothing ever came up about him, has it? I watched the show. I don't believe nothing came up. The worst thing came up is Candy Mama didn't want her with him. But Todd ain't been doing nothing but getting some money over there at the candy factory. He ain't doing nothing. Old lady gang. Todd ain't doing nothing. You know what I'm saying? Todd ain't doing nothing. They could have picked somebody else before they picked Todd. Todd ain't doing nothing, right? And he ain't even the type to, so far what we see on the show, to get into business, and he don't even do all that. You know what I'm saying? Another came about Todd. That's right. He mind his business. That's right. I like that. He's handsome. Get the beard grown, and they look nice. They look cute together. You know what I'm saying? They look cute together. I like them together. First of all, ain't nobody gonna leave Candy cute. She got a bag. She's a business-minded woman, and she a freak. Who leaving her? He ain't going nowhere. Who leaving her? He got everything he want in Candy. Right there. He got it all right there. A nice-looking, rich freak. Who leaving her? Right? And she on all the shows. She doing this and she doing that. And y'all know Tamika has a movie. has a movie coming out. I don't know if she produced it, directed, wrote it, she did something. She got some stuff in the works too, right? But what I want Tasha and them to do is call that girl right now and apologize. That's what I want them to do. And then you know what? Tasha kept saying she need to apologize to my mama. Now y'all need to apologize to her. Let's see how many apologies Tamika get for trying to make her look. And Tamika said they tried to make me think that I was crazy, right? We knew you weren't crazy because we can look at Rocky. See, had she not been with Rocky, we might have been thinking sideways. We might have gave it some thought. Rocky told on it. And I like the fact that Tamika said, I was told to prosecute because if through that company, whoever was handling their money, they said, if you want your money back, you have to prosecute. She says, I'm not going to prosecute, but I'm going to clear my name. It ain't about the money. It's about the integrity of it all, right? It's about the integrity of it all. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me look at something else I got to say. Oh, and so, like I said, Tasha K said there's another part to the interview with the girl, right? Now, Rocky is saying that the feds is investigating her. Like, I just think he's a clown. I told y'all when I heard did y'all listen to the phone call? He's stupid. He's stupid. And how do you, let me tell y'all something. This is the reason why I'm single right now. Because I haven't met a man since I've been single that could lead me. I want to be led, right? I'm smart. I can do everything I want to do. But I want a man that I can look up to and he can be the man, right? But I keep meeting idiots. And you can't lead me nowhere. That's the first thing I think. You can't lead me nowhere, nigga, but to hell. You can't lead me nowhere. The feds is not involved in his mess. He lying. I know he's lying. But that's what he keeps saying. Like, he wants to be. I told y'all he said he was down with the feds. Not the feds. He was down with the cartel, the gangs, and the mafia. He plugged up. He's plugged in to everything. That's what he said. Right? I'm like, he's so stupid. And Tasha is stupider because she listening and he running her. But listen, y'all know we done all been with a man and we done heard rumors about what he did or think what he did. They got to be having some kind of pillow talk. Like, they got to be talking about something. Rocky and Tasha know what should be better. Right. They got to be talking about something. She got to be saying, Rocky, you messed up. Like, okay, all this is going on. Is you and your man still happy? Y'all gonna get in the bed and have fun tonight? Like, what's the track? What's the strategy? What y'all thinking? What y'all doing? What's the plans? Like, y'all just go on the bed and go on with your life like ain't nothing happening? Because she been talking to everybody. And see, he's the manager, right? He's her manager. So he's the one, just come to me. He's the one that's deciding or reaching out to these people so she can talk. He's orchestrating all that. It come out Friday. We'll hear from them again. Yeah, because I was on something, YouTube or something last night. I was so sleepy. And somebody said, a blogger said, here go a piece of her song and I couldn't listen. I was tired, right? And they was acting like it didn't sound good. I didn't hear it because I was tired. I was scrolling by. They was acting like it didn't sound good. I can't imagine. But I heard her say the other day, I don't know what I was watching, that she was the best, and I think it was Joe. They was trying to audition for Joe, or Joe needed somebody to sing a part or something, right? Candy went in, stayed in there for hours. Now, what I'm thinking is, why would they be in there for hours, right? Either they want her or not. Then she came out. Then Tiny went in for hours. Then she came out, and then she went in, and they hired her for whatever. She really thinks she's Diana Ross. She really thinks she's the greatest. She's the Beyonce of the group, right? A lot of times you're a group for a reason, right? And unless you got a machine behind you, like Beyonce had a machine behind her, unless you got a machine behind you, once you lead a group, look at Bobby Brown. He back with New Edition. He back. He thought he was somebody too. He back. They actually wanted both sisters to do the gospel, and Tasha flipped out. Oh, really? Ooh, I didn't know that. Really? That would have been cute. Like Mary. That would have been cute. She wants to stand alone. And according to Candy, that's what she's always wanted to do. But see, They pulled you into the group. Tamika and Tiny and Candy were always friends. She pulled her sister in. Why? Because she loved her sister. She pulled her sister in. Probably mama told her to. They pulled your little fat self in. Come on over here, fatty. Pulled her in. And she's been feeling insecure ever since then. That's what's wrong. Her psyche is messed up, right? Her psyche is messed up. Her psyche is messed up. And even though she's lost weight, she cute, she look good, she probably still see herself in 1993 or 4 or 5. I'm trying to think when I seen her, she had lost weight. About 96. Yeah, they told her, come on, that's my sister. She can sing. Listen to it, y'all. And she does have a strong, beautiful voice, right? But Tamika sounds just like her sisters. You know what I'm saying? Tamika sounds just like her, right? So they had parts for her and her. Now, they say Jermaine always wanted her to do the leads, right? Rocky came around at the right time she had exactly. Jermaine Dupri always picked her, and he probably picked her because she was the oldest. And once they got the group together, her and Candy was the ones that was doing everything, so to speak, right? Tasha needs to put aside her pride and apologizes because she did dead wrong. I'm telling you right now, I'll be calling my sister like, sis, listen, I don't feel like talking. I done sent the check over. Check your Zelle. But see, she done blocked everybody's number. I wonder if she had any numbers. I go over her house or something. I had to send somebody, my people had to go over there and say, listen, give my sister this check. That's what I do. And with a card and a letter, I apologize. And when I feel like it, when you feel like it, let's talk and sit down without Rocky and without Mama. Because Mama's the problem, part of the problem. Mama and Rocky, right? And Rocky just looked, the more I look at him, he just looked like a scammer. You know, he got that big old smile and looking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Because when he was sitting at that table with Motown, he was jumping up and down like a retard. And then when he told her to sign the contract or whatever, which was only one piece of paper, I think that was just for TV, he was all excited and all like that. He was more excited than her. You think the mama helped? Oh, absolutely. Absolutely, mama helped. Because mama said, I got to go back and watch that episode. Mama said, you don't know, she might have needed it more than you. Something to that effect, like giving her excuse, right? That's why she wanted the camera off. Yeah, mama know. Mama, that's what I told you. Mama done took her part to the pastor. She took her part to First Baptist Church on the Rock. Pastor Jones, he got that money. You know what I'm saying? She got that money. Because, see, I watched the interview with the dad. The dad is a preacher, right? So they really, they preacher kids. They really come from really strict Christian background, right? But then now they're trying to use it to weaponize it against Tamika. See? She paid her tithe. Yes, she did. I'm telling you, she took it right on over there to Pastor. She took it right over there. She took it right over there to him. Sure did. Now the daddy say, the mama tried to act like daddy wasn't there. He wasn't doing what he's supposed to do. He did, but he had a girlfriend and mama had a boyfriend. Okay, if she needed, she could have asked to borrow. See, they stole it. See, this is the part I don't know. Mama got her cut off the top. Sure did. I'm telling you, she took him to the bank. This 2006. She took him over there. Come on, y'all, get in the car. She took him over there. They prayed on it. See, what mama did was they prayed over it first. She thought that'd make it right. And let me tell you why I know that. Because I remember long years ago, I'm trying to think, I had asked my pastor, so, I used to be doing all kind of stuff, and I had asked my pastor about the money. People put money in church, and it might be drug money, it might be whatever kind of money. And he told me, that's why you pray over it first, okay? All right? So that's what they did. They prayed, they went on up into the bank and got that money. That's what they did, right? And got that girl money. Like, for me, Tasha loved her mama, and she probably can't wrap her head around how her mama doing this, but she said they've been treating her like that all her life because she looked like the daddy. And she was the daddy's girl. And the daddy said she was the daddy's girl, and Tasha was the mama's girl. That's how it always was. But I never for the life of me, and a mother of 3 kids, can like pick one child I like. I don't get that. I don't get that part. I don't get that part. I don't get that part. I don't get that part, right? You done took that money. You done took that girl money and then tried to cover it up. And then they tried to play in her face and make like she was crazy at that house, right? When they was at the house. Hey, Lady B. They thought with them being in 2 different states, she wouldn't. Yeah, that's what I think too. Because like I said, the mama said Tiny's. Not Tiny. Yeah, Tiny's mama, Miss Diane, said that the girl Tamika was in New York at the time. So you just was gonna take her money and listen. They 30,000 is what she know of. Do you think that was the first time or the last? No. They did some more stuff. That's why they need to be quiet. They need to be quiet. They need to be quiet because that ain't the first time. Like I told y'all, it was deeper than I knew it was deeper than what they were showing on the show. That ain't the first time. Then he's grinding y'all around the board. Because if you, what he does, he's a scammer. Allegedly, that's me saying that. But if you call the phone company to get somebody's information so you can go through their phone, for what? That's your sister-in-law. What did you want to go through her phone for? And why would you pick your sister-in-law to do your scams or whatever you're doing on? Why would you pick your sister-in-law? Why would you pick your sister-in-law? You ain't know nobody else? Because Tamika has always been weak to her sister. That's why. She looked up to her sister. She said she told the lies about Candy for her sister. She was being a sister. She was being a sister. You know what I'm saying? And she left the group with her sister. She said, not this time. No, sis, you on your own. Now, what if she had left the group and escaped? See, what Tasha wanted was not for Escape not to move forward. That's what she wanted. She wanted to be this Yolanda Adams and for Escape not to move forward. Like they couldn't do it without her, and they showed her that they could. How she handled Rocky and these mistresses and said she ain't gonna talk about that. She's going to ignore and hope it goes. Yeah, but it's not because Tasha ain't gonna let it go away. First of all, they wouldn't talk to Tasha K. Yeah, she ain't gonna let it go away, right? She said tonight. What did she say they doing tonight? Oh, they talking to somebody else. I'm gonna talk about them tomorrow on my live. Derek and Monique, he went to jail. We're gonna talk about that tomorrow. But she said there's a part 2, and she gonna let y'all know on TashaK.com or whatever, TashaKLive.com, whatever it is on her where you have to pay for it, right? So Tasha K ain't gonna let it go. Y'all know she don't let nothing go. Are there other sides? Supposedly, now the girl, when I seen a little clip of the girl, her name is Unique. They call her Unique, but I think her name is Tijuana or something like that. She said there's other women and other babies. She's been with them 5 years. She said there's other women and other babies. Now maybe she adding some extra to it, or maybe it's true. We don't know. They tried to blackmail her. Yeah, me too. See, that's why she had to do it today. Because they sent her a text. They sent her a text and they sent her a text and said this is what they're gonna do. I'm telling y'all, I would go to my sister's house and kick the door in and beat the brakes off of her. This what you about to do? Me and my man would go right over there right now. Matter of fact, the next headline would be Tamika Scott and her husband Bob, whatever his name is, got arrested. That would be the next one. You way out of order. They so out of pocket, it don't make no sense. They so out of pocket. And Tasha's sitting there thinking you about to sing Jesus is a Rock. You think you about to sing gospel? I want to know. I wish I knew somebody. Because I want to know what Motown got to say about that. They just signed her. They just signed the album out. So, the album come out Friday, right? So the album already out. Do they fool with her again? Now, I don't know how the music thing go. When you get signed, do you is it a length of time or they don't do fool with you no more albums, they ain't releasing them? How does that work, y'all? I wish they had the revenge porn law in Georgia. That's how I like to settle issues with family. Let's just fight. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Let's just throw hands. Let's just throw hands. And I ain't got no fool with you no more. Now I've never been to that level with nobody in my family. But if they ever did something, which they wouldn't, if they ever did something like that to me, we definitely throwing hands. We definitely throw, and we're gonna keep throwing hands, y'all. I'm ignorant, right? I'm gonna keep fighting till I get tired. I'm gonna come back to I'm relentless with it, right? And I'm petty. I'm gonna agitate the shit out of you. That's what I'm gonna do. They ain't gonna want it. And I'm gonna agitate the shit out of you. Sure am. Anytime I feel like it, I'm gonna just go over there for sport. Let me go around here. Just for sport. I ain't got nothing to do right now. It's 7:30. Let me go on over there right now. I'm ignorant like that, right? I think it's based on the amount of music she sell. Oh. Well, don't look like nobody fooling with her. Listen, I was listening to another blogger. It is. That's what I just heard when I was watching another blogger, and he said that he put out a gun. See, I didn't know he was with them people on Nikki Gilbert's husband. I didn't know Nikki Gilbert had a husband. But speaking of that, what's her name? Kelly Price ain't never recovered because we all saw her. If y'all watched it, R&B Divas, we all saw how ugly acting Kelly Price was, and she ain't recovered from that. She ain't recovered from that. Nobody fool with you when you're ugly acting. They don't care how great you can sing. If you hard to deal with, because see, Tasha's hard to deal with because of Rocky. Rocky gonna be there. He's gonna be the goofy one in the meetings, whispering in her ear while she trying to talk to the people. Straight relentless. Yeah, Corey, I do it till I get tired. Listen, I do it till I get tired of the police come or something. You know, that's shit. That's how I am. Hey, Connie. That's how I am. I'm relentless. You know what I'm saying? I'm coming. Anytime I think about it, I ain't got nothing to do right now. Let me ride on around here. Fuck with them real quick, right? I'm stupid with it. I am so stupid with it. I'm so stupid with it, right? Like, because, my heart is so good and so pure that when somebody do something to me and for no reason, it like shakes me up. It like messes me up, right? Rocky tried to threaten Tasha K, and she told him that's how people get unalive. Oh, did she? Unalive. They've been using that word on social media, unalive. What? Well, see, he want to threaten her, but see, listen, Rocky is a small fry, and if he don't be quiet, whatever you was doing with some of these people, if it was wrong, it's going to come out. And then Mama's going, yeah, she is. Yeah, she is. Mom, tell him, you weren't here, Connie. I said, Mama took him to the bank. She drove him. Come on, y'all, get in. She took him. She took him to make sure. Y'all know how it go. Somebody owe you some money, gonna give you some money. You won't take him to and make sure you get your part. Y'all know how it go. Y'all know how it go. Mm-hmm. That's how it go. You understand what I'm saying? She took that. Right now, Mama better be in church. This Wednesday, Mama better be in prayer meeting praying for some redemption. He's small potato. You know what I'm saying? But he wants to be bigger. He's a narcissist. And narcissists have grandiose thoughts and they live in make-believe land, right? And that's what he's doing. He's in make-believe land. And he ain't going to get it until something drastic happens, like they lock him up or they come talk to him or whatever. Now I'm thinking in my head, if they keep messing and poking the bear with Tasha, she might prosecute. Depends on how see tomorrow, y'all, we're going to see and hear the fallout from Tasha. See, they gathering their thoughts now. They gathering their little dumb thoughts now. And kept the car running. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. With the foot on the foot. She didn't even put on the brake. She ready to go. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. Yeah, she did. I'm telling you, she did. Tomorrow we're gonna see the fallout. If they say something. Thank you. Appreciate you. Listen, y'all. I'm so glad. Let me tell y'all. Tomorrow, every day it's gonna be 7. Wednesday, Thursday, Friday is gonna be at 7. For this week. I don't know what's going to happen next week because I'm doing stuff. They planning on how they're going to. Yeah, they're doing it now. But see, he's dumb. So he's going to come up with a dumb idea and she's going to go with it, right? Now, please, Tasha, if you listen, don't go interview with nobody else. Sit down. What I always tell y'all, fall back. Sis, now's the time to fall back. Fall back. Because see, Rocky put you up to, he's like a puppeteer. He put you up to doing all the stuff. He telling you what to do and you do it. You want to talk to the people and tell your side, you go tell it. Let Tasha, I'm telling you right now, save yourself. Because the ship is sinking. Save yourself. The ship is sinking. The ship is sinking. Now, right now, matter of fact, I'm going to tell you what they're doing. They're over Mama house now. Motown on the phone with them. Now they going to lose money if this flops. Oh, absolutely. And it's going to flop. Ain't nobody going to fool with her. Rocky won't let that happen. Video coming in 5, 4, 3. Thank you, Lady B. Listen, let me tell you something. he's that stupid to not understand the magnitude of what has happened, right? He's that stupid and that narcissistic, right? And he thinks he's the smartest one in the room. Now, when he's in the room with Tasha, he probably is the smartest one in the room, right? So her music is, so that's how it goes. So the music is not going to sell well. I was all for her singing, but let me tell you what I didn't like, and it could be me because I'm petty. When she did that live in her kitchen and she was singing Leandra's song, Leandra is one of my favorites. I keep her in my car. She plays on my car, her albums, her CDs, right? Yes, she is. Yeah, Candy giggling. So the fact that you thought you could out-sing Leandra, see, some certain people you can't sing their songs, and for me, it's Leandra. You can't sing her. Choose Shirley Caesar, somebody else. You can't sing no Leandra song because only Leandra can sing Leandra's songs, right? But that let me know that she thought she was it right there. Tasha better pull a Wendy and disassociate with Rocky to save her career. Career probably over with. Only way. Let me tell y'all something. The album, let's say the album flopped. The career is over with. Because this is your second chance, right? And you have to do good in order for good to come to you. So the last time, 25 years ago, when she thought she was going to get the solo deal, she shitted on her sister and Candy now, and told them to go ahead on, do that, keep having babies. That's what she told Tamika and Tiny. Y'all gonna keep having babies. And she told Candy something. I forgot what she told Candy. Keep being a model. Whatever. I guess Candy was a model or something. I don't know. Candy showed her though. So now you did it again. You used this platform again because you couldn't do it. You and Rocky been together 30 years almost. Y'all been broke up about 25 years. You couldn't y'all couldn't get a record deal. You had to wait till they get back on TV because see, Tiny and Candy have platforms. They got followers. Got to do good for good to happen. So you think you're going to do all this to your sister and steal her money and your gospel record sales are going to go up? Do you really think that? See, this is what I'm saying about church folk. Some folks is playing with church, right? Because if you really know the Lord, like you say you know this was dead wrong. And ain't no good going to come to it. Right now, she can't go back to escape. No. Well, she can't go back. Why do you want to go back? You kept saying you want to be free. This is the part that I don't understand. She keeps saying on all these interviews she want to be free. You had 25 years to be free. If you really wanted to be free, when they said, come on, Mona Scott said, come on, do the show, you could have been like, nah, I don't want to do the show. But you wanted that change and you wanted that chance so you can be on this platform and get your record deal. That's what you wanted, right? Now you got, and then you know what killed me that day, the last episode, when they said, well, what's your ideas, how you want the list to go? She was like, And Coco looking at her like, what? I ain't thought about it. I'm telling you, I would flip her out the chair. Because you ain't getting ready to sit here and waste my time. You can go. You can go. Me and Candy gonna handle this like bosses do. I wouldn't even prove with her. But, Candy been dealing with that. See, Candy is an alpha female. Tasha's not an alpha female, but she wants to be. Or she may think she is. Candy is really an alpha female. Tasha needs that spirit of discernment. Listen. Discernment? That man been playing in her face for almost 30 years. She had 25 years. She dropping all her bags. She could have did her solo and still work with Escape. Yeah, because what? This is what I don't understand. Why, when you get ready to do solo, you want to shit on them? Like, you could have did that and that, right? Why did you want to just make them not go forward? And what she thought was, okay, if I ain't going on tour with y'all, they couldn't do it. They fooled her. Candy and Tiny said, because Candy, I heard an interview, Candy said when the group broke up, her and Tiny would start writing music and doing all kinds of stuff. They was going to be a duo. I think she said they did an album or a song or something, right? So she thought that they wasn't going to be able to move forward, and they showed her different. Especially that her sister could sing her songs. Her sister could sing her parts. You don't need them. Because I initially, too, felt like, because be truthful with y'all, Tasha was my favorite. Back in the 90s, Tasha was my favorite. Didn't pay too much attention to Candy. didn't pay no attention to Tamika. She was the sister. I knew she was the sister. Didn't pay no attention to Tiny, right? Tasha was my favorite. I went to see them and had front row seats at Jazz Festival years ago. Tasha was my favorite. When they broke up, I was like, oh, man. But then when they come back together and she's still acting funky, I said, she's the problem. Didn't know to the depths of the problem, but I said, she's the problem. She's the problem, right? Now we know it's her husband who has been puppeteering her. And so when you with somebody, y'all, you get to be like them, right? If you don't watch yourself, if they doing wrong, you be like them, right? So she's a snake just like he a snake. She's a snake. They got a big, beautiful house. She's a snake just like he a snake, right? And you not nothing good comes to you, especially now in 2023, y'all. Karma come around so quick and it make your heads fall off, right? You can't do nothing to nobody. Tasha had a beautiful voice. Candy has a voice that makes them. You think Candy's voice makes it? Now Candy has a alto, a deep alto voice, but she can go high too, right? I always thought it was, to me, they had perfect harmony. To me, they had perfect harmony. It was a perfect harmony group. Tiny is a little firecracker. So here she is. Well, Candy's voice is distinctive, yeah. But they had perfect harmony, right? And so, especially when somebody been singing together since they was kids, doing anything since they was kids, they perfected that. They perfected that. So now when one person want to step out, now you throw the loop off. But they found a way to continue to be escape. You know what I'm saying? And I, quite frankly, I feel like Eddie the Monster with this little piece of hair. I quite frankly don't like, I don't want Tasha to come. Don't even ask to come back. Don't come up in here. Don't come up in here. Now she got to finish the show. It would be good. I saw something the other day on somewhere on blog or something, and Todd say she would do a second season depending on the money. But you know what I also saw? They asked Lily to come on speak on it, and Lily turned her down. I don't know if anybody ever turned Candy down to come and be interviewed. Makes them, it's escape when you hear her voice. Yeah, she's feeling vindicated because she says it on everything. Candy been interviewing just like Tasha been interviewing, right? And then Taj and them been going live about it. Like, it's a thing. This thing has turned into a thing, right? And like I told y'all, when you get on reality TV, you cannot have no skeletons in your closet. You can't have no skeletons in your closet. They're coming out. It's by nature, the universe, it's coming out, especially if you're doing wrong. You're doing wrong, it's coming out. And what's her name? Tasha ain't going nowhere. She gonna stand by a man. I'm with him, and I'm sticking with him. She gonna go down with the ship. And it's another thing I don't understand. So you got the gospel. I didn't know it was coming out. I seen it the other day yesterday somebody said he got a clip of it. I didn't know it was actually coming out. She had a whole album. So if God has blessed you with this second chance at what you wanted to do, why would you be going around being evil? Do y'all know how heavy that is to be hateful? That's heavy. I don't, you got to do something to me. I'm going to react. I don't act. I react, right? And now I've learned to not even react. Just let God handle that and watch it fall down. Next season, they're going to bring unique and rocky other side pieces. You know what they're going to do is we're going to see the fallout, because this is going to be some fallout. Now, next week on Escape, SWV get into it with Escape. Coco is the strong one in her group, but she been laying back because she realizes how ugly she looked on their show, because their show was horrible. SWV show was horrible. I watch it every week because I like them, but it was horrible. And Coco was the worst. She was the Tasha of the group, and she looked at herself. That's why she getting therapy, taking medicine, and trying to get herself together now. She looked horrible. And Taj said that she was mean to them. And if she fall out with you, she wanted everybody to fall out with you. These are your group members. Like, I don't get that part. Oh, she was horrible. See if you can get it on something, because I'm trying to think, was it on VH1? What was it on? Or WeTV? Might have been on WeTV, VH1, one of them. I don't think it was on BET. She was horrible. The show was horrible, and she was horrible. And I'm telling you, after that, she looked at herself, or she got feedback. Now she's in therapy. Because she got a diagnosis. I think she said she's bipolar or something, right? People be acting mean. It's called mean. It's called, I'm an evil motherfucker. That's what it's called. But she's got bipolar, and she take medicine, and she's getting therapy to better herself. Yeah, she did. She did. She did. She was horrible. And she's another one that wanted to stop the bag. They had to do what she wanted to do. So when Coco, I think Coco got a side deal, or she got something, right? Because I remember she got a song I still like to this day. I can't think of it to tell y'all the name of it. Yeah, just me with Levert and was it Levert, Keith Sweat, and Missy Elliott. And Missy Elliott sang the last verse. I love that song. It's one of my favorites. Coco was in that. And I think Coco might even did some gospel too. Or wanted to or something. She had some little endeavors. But see, when you not good, don't no good come to you. You know, and we could look at people and be like, oh, they did this, they did that, and it look like they get everything. But they catching hell at some point. If they ain't caught it, they will catch it. Right? They will catch it. Coco was horrible. But she was the lead singer. See, in their group, Coco was the lead. She was the lead. She was the lead. In Escape, they don't have no lead, but Tasha thought she presumed the lead. But they said they didn't have a lead singer. They all try gospel and R&B. Yeah, they sure do, don't they? Take Away. I don't know the name of that song, but I love that song. And Missy come at the end with her verse. Oh, I love that song. Tamika said it was more than 30,000. Hey, Christopher, I know, I just heard that, right? But she said, but I just told them, let's say the 30,000, what it is, right? It was more than that. That's just all she could figure out, or what she could remember, or this one particular check. I think Miss Diane was one particular check or something. Got paid more and didn't want to split with her other group members. Yeah. Coco was something else. Like, see, but listen, you see what happened? Todd still with her husband. She's still with Eddie. Coco husband done left. You know, listen, I tell you, somebody else had some bad luck, and I didn't like them. I liked them until I saw their reality show. It's Salt and Pepper. I liked them until I saw. Matter of fact, Salt and Pepper was the first female rappers I saw way back ago. I don't like Salt. And Salt went gospel too. Y'all remember that? She stopped singing. She stopped rapping because she wanted to go gospel. Ain't she do nothing but make that little song with Kurt Franklin. She's the reason why Spinnerella ain't with them. Salt, if you watch the show. Salt. And Pep was just was the follow behind Salt. The four of them have perfect harmony. That's what I said. Mm-hmm. Hey, Dion, we talking about, girl, give me your thoughts. Give me your thoughts on the receipts that Tamika done dropped. What's your thoughts? Yeah, you know, she had that song, Stomp. Was it Stomp? Yeah, it was Stomp. That was one of his first, way back, right? Way back, in the 90s, way back. And her husband left her. Then she wanted to come back and be with Salt and Pepper. Pepper been begging her for years to let's tour, let's do this. Did y'all see all these 90s groups is touring? They still touring and getting money. They doing all this stuff. She was begging her. Then until that husband leave, just like Coco, now you want to get on TV. Now you want your platform back. Pepper, that was a trip. But yeah, hey, CC. Yeah, listen, I realized when I watch these reality shows, I be like, I realize I don't like them. I didn't like Kelly Price on her reality show. I didn't like Salt. I didn't like Coco. And now I don't like Tasha. And the funny thing, some of them was I like them. I already see what you're talking about. I feel sorry for Mr. Tasha, that evil, vile husband. I knew she wasn't that, but listen. Tasha done got evil with her because they now find out that Tasha was signing them checks. See, we wanted to give Tasha the benefit of the doubt and think Tasha didn't know she just being a stupid wife. She signed the check. She signed the checks. You just got here, Dion. She signed the check, and the mama took him to the bank with her and kept the car running. They leaving everybody as the bills got. Yeah. See, what I never understood was you're a group. And then somebody always think they better than the other one, right? And they want to go off to themselves. And a lot of times they go off to themselves, with the exception of Beyonce, but she had a whole machine behind her. They usually don't do as well, or they'll do well for a limited amount of time, right? Then they got to either fall off or come back or get on Unsung. You know what I'm saying? And tell their story, right? That's a woman's handwritten on the checks. Yeah, that was her sister. That was the sister. The mom, yes, she is, Dion. She is resentful for her failures in life. The mother, she pits the daughters. Yes, she do. Hey, Denise. Ain't that the truth? You can pretend it. That's what I just said, Denise. Yes, they did do Spinderella bad. I felt bad. But you know what? Just before the pandemic, so Spinderella got signed. See, this is what I don't understand. If you're doing good, how come I can't do good too? So they all got signed to Vegas, Salt and Pepper. But Salt didn't want Spinderella to come. They was gonna use another DJ. How you gonna use another DJ, right? When Spinderella do some raps on there too. So, but Spinderella got before the pandemic, Spinderella got a residency in Vegas as well, right? They was mad about that. Tasha was oblivious to what was going on. She knew from day one. I kind of believe in that too now since you were signing the checks. But see, what I don't understand is how do you sit down with your husband and plot, because that was a plot against your sister. Against your sister. How do you sit down at the table and plot against your sister, then go to bed and say good night? How you do that? Right? How you do that? How do you plot against your sister? Like, that's some deep-seated hate that Tasha had. And I'm telling you where it comes from. It comes from when she was fat. She ain't never got over that. Even though she lost weight and looked good, she ain't never got over being a fat girl. The fat sister. They might have called, the fat sister? Because see, Tamika, this is just me talking, but I'm just thinking, Tamika and Tiny and Candy was friends. Them was they girls, they friends, they kicking it, right? We're going to sing, we singing songs. We a group, whatever the name of their group was back then, right? And she said, come on in. She invited her sister into her friend group. Tasha ain't had no friends. Yeah, Rocky is definitely in control. Rocky is the puppeteer. His hand is right up her butt. Right up there. Mm-hmm. Right up her butt, right? But when you look at her, when you watch her and him interact on the show, to me, it appears fake happy. To me. Even if I didn't know about, all what they're doing, it don't look genuine. It looks forced and fake to me. You know what I'm saying? Them scenes in their kitchen and outside, and it just looked forced and fake to me. And me being an expert on the reality shows, I can always tell when that husband, and then sooner or later, something done come up. They ain't getting a divorce. They ain't together. They done fell out. Where's Rocky's acting? Well, that's what Tasha asked. Besides mind controlling Tasha, like, what is? He's in the music industry. That's what he said. And Tasha K asked him. He's behind the scenes. He started naming all the people he's been with, but he didn't say what he actually does. He's been with Michael Jackson. He's been with Britney Spears. He's been with R. Kelly. Don't know exactly what he do. Oh, he had a label. That's it. He had a record label of some sort. I want to say he said he started R. Kelly off, but R. Kelly was in a group first. I don't know. Tasha doesn't like her sister. No, she don't. It's deep. It's deep. It's down in there. It's deep hatred. It's deep hatred. It's deep hatred. Sometimes, and they only 2 years apart, they should be close. But sometimes the oldest child don't ever forgive the mama for having the next baby. But they only 2 years apart, so I don't know. But it's deep though, and I'm just saying what I'm saying because I think I know some stuff. Tamika had all the friends and all the fun and this and that and that and that. Tasha was a little fat girl over there eating zoom zooms and wham whams, and she built up a resentment for her sister. I gotta do some research on him because when he was on that nervous rant on Tasha K, I couldn't listen to him. He sounded like I'm telling you, when I was listening, I listened to it all because I had to talk to y'all about it. When I was listening, I was like, this nigga's an idiot. And he kept sounding stupider and stupider. He was an idiot. Like, this who leading you? How do you go into a meeting with bruh? How does anybody in the industry take him serious? And I wonder, is he the brunt of jokes behind his back? Because when he was sitting there with Motown, they was looking, he was about to jump out his chair, right? Like, bruh, relax. I'm telling you, I thought it was just me, right? So I think I was listening to it at night. I might have been laying in my bed or something. And I think I was. And I think I fell asleep on it, right? But I was like, is it me? I'm thinking to myself, is he that stupid? That means she did. Yes, she did. Yes, she did. She had animosity. Absolutely. That's what I think. I think it's some deep-seated animosity. That's exactly what I think. And Mama saw it and never tried to resolve it. See, she never tried to resolve it. And I'm gonna tell you this would just come in my head. So Tamika had her little singing group, her Tiny Candy, and Mama made her put Tasha in there. Mama did that. That's why she kept saying I'm the fifth member. When in reality, Tiny's mama is the fifth member. Because Tiny's mama was having a business. All right? Tiny's mama was having a business. Yeah, the mama made her do that. Put your sister in. Let your sister sing. Ooh, let's go deep. Let's go deep. That's why I said I don't know if it can be resolved. They're gonna need an exorcist, a pastor, a priest, and a shaman to get this together. That's what they're gonna need. But see, it can only get fixed if Tasha repents and make good. It's the only way it can get fixed. It can't just get fixed because y'all done heard that girl. I'm telling y'all, when I watched the live when they was on the radio station down here, her, Candy, and Tiny, I could see the hurt and pain in her face. And every time somebody would come in front of her, she smiled like this, she smiled. But I could see the hurt. You could see it in her body. You could see the hurt, right? So just imagine she's sitting knowing all this. She ain't told us that her sister tried, she got the sex tape and her sister got it. She told us all that stuff, right? We just know that she felt like this all her life. She's sitting there knowing all this stuff. It's about to bust out of her, right? Because I felt sorry for her. You know what I'm saying? If I had been around, I'd have gave her a hug because she clearly looked sad and miserable and in pain. She looked in pain, right? I know sisters who have not spoken for 30 years. Really? 30, huh? Eesh. Well, I got a sister I haven't talked to, not because I don't want to talk to her, because she's being controlled by her husband. And we're going to leave that right there. So I know how that goes. But for me, y'all, I like everybody. I love everybody. I love people. I'm sociable as shit, right? I love everybody. And so I have lots of friends and lots of people. You know what I'm saying? In real life, I can talk to y'all at any time. Y'all give me great joy. And sometimes people are just miserable. Ain't nothing you can do to make them happy. There's nothing you can do to make them happy. They can appear to be happy. You know what I'm saying? This one sister, she told me one time, a long time, and she said it more than once. Something about, because I don't have a husband or I don't have a man. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't have that man you got, though. I wouldn't have him, right? Yes, she did. It showed on the episode when she was in the car talking to her daughter. So the sex tape. Let me tell you the sex tape. Let me tell you the story. So years ago, when Tamika was in her 20s, this is what she revealed on her IG. Her IG is Tamika Scott. She ain't got no fancy name, just Tamika Scott on her IG, her YouTube channel, right? She said years ago, when she was in her 20s, she did a sex tape. I want to say, I don't know if it was with her husband or boyfriend, I don't know, but she did a sex tape. And she said she gave the tape to her sister. Big sister, you get the tape, put the safe keepings. And sister's supposed to have put it in the safe in her house, okay? When she got ready to retrieve the tape, because she said she liked looking at it, she looked good in the tape, okay? When she went to retrieve the tape, Tasha told, this one said she's been plotting on her for years. Tasha told her somebody broke in the house, bypassed all the jewelry, all the money, all the TVs, all of everything, and broke into the safe. Not the dresser drawer, the safe, and got the tape. They didn't take nothing else. They got the tape, though. That's what she said. So now, yesterday, they sent Tamika, this is the reason why I believe she did the drop them gems today. Yesterday, they tried to extort her and said, if you don't be quiet, if you don't stop talking, whatever, we're going to send out this sex tape. So she told on herself today on her YouTube, she said, yeah, I got a sex tape. She killed him. She told on herself. Yeah, exactly. Somebody else said that no weapon formed against me shall prosper. Another blogger said that today about this. So that's what they did. They was going to how do you blackmail? It's worse than blackmail. How do you extort your sister? So they got forgery, blackmail, extortion, thievery, theft, all kind of charges. And see, when you try to wish bad on me, that hole that you digging for me, you'll soon fall in. That's what's gonna happen right here. You made your gospel album, you got solo. Okay. We ain't gonna see you on the Stellar Awards. We ain't gonna see you on the BT Awards. We ain't gonna see you on the Soul Train Music Awards in the gospel selection department. We're not gonna see you. They don't see it for you. They're not gonna see you. Ain't nobody gonna mention your name. You ain't even gonna get an honorable mention. You ain't gonna be new artist of the year in the gospel category. You ain't gonna be none of that. You ain't gonna be none of that. You're not gonna be none of that. None of that. And I ain't wishing no bad luck on her. I just know how life go. I know how the universe go. I live long enough to see how the universe rotate around, right? You don't get none of that. You don't get none of that, sis. Unless you fall on your knees and beg your sister and tell her you sorry. That's what I'd be doing. That's what I'd be doing. I don't even see it's too far gone and you've done too much. You plotted against your sister. You've been plotting against your sister for years. That don't just go away overnight. Hey, Janika, I was just thinking about you, Janika. Janika, we talking about these receipts that Tamika done dropped on her sister Latosha and Rocky. They stole her money and Mama was in on it. They stole her money. They stole the girl money. And they done stole more than $30,000 in my opinion. You ain't just did that one time and said I quit. That wasn't your first time and it wasn't your last. You ain't just did that. Especially now you trying to go into my calling the phone company and try to get into my my phone records. Like, what, you a spy? What's up with that? Right? Like, what was you looking for? She did not come to play and had Tiny's mind. It sure did. Sure did. And Tiny Mama just told her truth just as sweet as she could be. They don't even mention her. No, she ain't gonna get mentioned. She's gonna be infamous. She's trying to be famous. Her name is going down in infamy as the girl who left Escape and hurt her sister. She might not even be mentioned with Escape. She's gonna be the girl. Yeah, she will. The girl in Escape that shitted on her sister. That's what she's gonna be remembered as. That's called infamy. That ain't famous. You know what I'm saying? The girl who shitted on her sister. Yeah, I should be cussing on here, but that's the appropriate word. The girl who shitted on her sister. Because the husband told her to. And see, what I think too is, Tasha, that's her husband. She did a lot of pillow talking with Rocky. So Rocky he knew he could make a divide. He knew he could make a divide right there. He knew that. He knew he could make a divide, right? He knew Mama was gullible. Real stupid self, right? So that's what he did to control Latosha. That's what he did. He made a divide and then he conquered. That's what he did. And he probably was sweet talking the mama all the time from day one. She think he the greatest. That's why Tasha stayed with him, because Mama like him. Mama like him. Now, I done put the whole story together. See how I did that, y'all? I put the whole story together. Mama like him. That's why Tasha stayed with him, because she got approval from Mama. She got approval, and Mama told her, you don't want to be like me, and your daddy left. That's why she's still with him. That's why she's still with him. And she ain't gonna go nowhere. She don't care nothing about them babies they say he got, because he is in her. Listen, when I saw him on the show, second episode, I believe, she on the green screen in her confessional talking to the producers. He crossed over. I ain't never seen that in the history of reality. I ain't never seen it. Never. And I watch all the shows. If it happened, it was on a show I don't watch. Crossed over, got in her ear, not just real quick and leave out, talked in her ear while the producer is asking her a question. And the producer said, what was he saying to you? Like, what the fuck? She said he was telling me what to say. You couldn't think of nothing else to say? You couldn't say the dog died, the babysitter left. You said that. Ain't neither one of them ain't bright. Neither one of them is bright. I'm waiting for tomorrow so I can see. Now, I'm not going to do anything tomorrow. I'm going to go live. I'm going to be live at 7, y'all. But all day I'm going to be writing. I'm not doing anything tomorrow. I'm going to be writing all day. And so I might miss out on some stuff until just before I go live. So I need y'all to be paying attention and checking everything out, right? Rocky used it Tamika when Tamika didn't have any money and had to move back in with her mom. Rocky should have went back to work instead of... Oh, see, so when this Brooks group broke up, Tamika didn't have no money. Ah, well, I know Lily said when SWV broke up, she was sleeping in her car. I can't imagine having all that fun and going all them places and having all that money, then you don't have none. Like, you got to invest your money, guys. I don't care if you don't buy some weed. You got to invest your money. You got to invest your money. Got to invest your money. Yeah, 7 o'clock, y'all. Tomorrow's Thursday and 7 o'clock Friday. And then Sunday at 6. Now, next week, I don't know how it's gonna go, so you gotta watch because I'm embarking on a new endeavor, and I don't know how my time gonna be. Yeah. So y'all, now tomorrow I'm gonna be talking about. I gotta get some more details. Corey, Derek, and Monique. Derek went to jail today. He out, but he went to jail. Did Monique get him out? Don't know, but he went to jail. Don't know what for. It was felonious assault, but we don't know on who, right? Me too, Lisa Marie, me too. She had to, though, because they was trying to extort her. She had to come out with the receipts today. They pushed her back up against the wall. She had to come out with the receipts. She had to. Y'all niggas want to play? Okay, I'm about to play. She had to. And I know, now this is what I believe, Tamika's somewhere crying right now. Because when she started off, when y'all watch the video, she said, don't ask me no more, I'm not talking about it no more. She's tired of talking about it. It's hurtful, right? And she didn't want to have to do this to her sister. Because now you got to hear Mama. Mama done called her. Cussed her out probably in the Christian way. Mama done called her. You know, we don't do that. We a Christian family. You know, they trying to play in our face through Christianity. So Tamika's hurting right now. I bet you she hurting right now. She didn't want to have to do that. And I think she might even said that too. She didn't want to have to do that. Okay, Corey, I need y'all. So listen, y'all, I'm going to go grab me something to eat. What's the day? Wednesday? Is Sisters over with? Because I tried to watch it last week, it didn't come on. Is Sisters over with for the season? Anyway, tomorrow we talking about Derek and Monique, right? They just left Atlanta. He said he was part of R. Kelly. Yeah, that's what I said. He said he was there, but he said when it got hot, he left. Listen, tomorrow, y'all, I want y'all to bring y'all zooms and wham-whams, your drink. We're going to talk about this here. Derek and Monique, do we love her? Corey, I need your input. Do we love her? Did he hit her? Who did he hit? And he's stupid. We're going to talk about all that tomorrow. Sister's over, but Zatima. Oh, okay, I got to watch Zatima then. I'll watch Zatima. Oh, at 9. It come on at 9 or 8. It come on. But I can watch it. I got the what's the name? I can rewatch it. Oh, it come on Zatima. I think I missed last week's episode. I think. I don't know. I think I did see it, though. Okay. All right, y'all. See y'all tomorrow, 7 o'clock, okay? 7 o'clock tomorrow. Everybody be good. Stay cool. Stay out the way. Thank you. Thank you, Dion. I need that.